Yo, what's going on, guys? Snoozeband back here with on the YouTube video, and today we're going to be talking about how to trade for any player with bad cap rooms, either yourself or another franchise you're trying to make that trade with. Again, any player here in Madden 26. So it's a couple different settings that I want to show you guys. I think they're very important, and I think they are newer, based on the last year or two at least. So let's go ahead and check them out. Let's go ahead and go to Options, Franchise Settings. And let's go ahead and go to league settings. So as you guys can see, there's a flux of different options here that we can go with. And I can talk about some of these if you guys see them. You can mention something that you guys see or have questions for in the comment section. I can definitely try to swing by at some point and definitely help you guys out. Try to get more consistent with the videos in general. But let's go ahead. Even free agent bidding is a good one to do because you can let the CPU handle that, things like that. So that's cool. But let's go ahead and go to, I think it would be commissioner settings. So the first one that I wanted to talk about is trade difficulty. So again, this is a very similar setting. I believe it is in 2K as well. But trade difficulty adjusts the value of trades to make them easier or more difficult to complete. So this is the first step to really, more unrealistic side of things, make this very easy, and it's going to basically, escalate the chances of you giving up not much, of course, to a really, really good player. You probably get away with like a fourth or fifth or something like that for Jamar Chase. I haven't tried that theory yet, but if I had to guess, that's probably, you know, probably around what you could do. Another thing, this is two different things here, and it looks like it's back to back. Trade difficulty, salary cap. So the only thing is remember you can't really go back on this. So if you're doing this with a online friend or online league with friends, remember this as a commissioner with your friends, or if you're a co-commissioner with your co-commissioner friend. And I'm showing this to you guys as an example in an offline league that, as you guys can see and read here, enable or disable the salary cap if on. A limited budget to spend on player contracts will be available. If off, no budget will be enforced. Cannot be turned back on. So, guys, you can turn this off, right? But the only problem is you cannot turn this setting back on. So once we take this off again, we will not be able to turn this back on. I believe once we back out of here. So I'm going to go back into franchise settings now because that should have saved. As you guys can see in the bottom right, it was saving profile. So let's go back to the commissioner. And as you guys can see, I cannot do anything with that button anymore. But the salary cap is off. So basically, I believe it'll just say NA for team budget. It doesn't, like every single player, it doesn't matter what you do. And trade difficulty is very easy. We can change this one at any time, but you can't change the salary cap. So let's just go ahead and test that out. Again, we are trying to acquire any player with ease, and be able to afford it no matter the cap room, which is the two things that we just did. So let's go ahead, go to manage team, or actually GM's office, and then let's go to trade center here, and then we'll go to trade finder, and then we'll just try to. Oh, this is a. I'll use this as an example. I forgot this is like a Legends League that I showed you guys in a franchise fantasy draft, Legends. I'll try to just pick out still like an actual player on the team because I think it's like all time players because like even Pat Surtain's still on there. But let's go ahead and filter through. I think I'm the Broncos. I keep thinking I'm the Bears, but I think it's Broncos. Okay, well, let's just try to get Josh Allen. Yeah, go for Josh Allen, and then we'll go to picks, and we'll give up a 2028 round 7 pick. No salary, very easy trade. What do we got here? We do business, but needs a little more to start negotiating seriously. Wow, so a Josh Allen still needs a little bit more. That's crazy. Well, let's do a fifth for 2028. What do we got here? We got cooking up anything? Wow. Okay. So he's that's on very easy too. That's crazy. Because another way that you can do that is if you're an offline or you're a commissioner in a online league, you can go ahead and change Josh Allen's position and make him like a kicker or a punter and then you can trade absolutely nothing for him. That's another way, but I just want to give you guys an example of like what it is between the salary cap being off and the very easy trade difficulty being on. But I mean, in this case, I don't even think a first round would even. Yeah, that's not even budgeting. That's crazy. At that point, at that point, that's crazy. Let's send it. Okay. I mean, what? I mean, that's not really worth it. That's not a good example because I gave up again a. I gave up a Legends quarterback. Let me try like Jamar Chase or something because quarterbacks, I think, regardless of the setting, is going to be hard to trade for. Let me just use Chase as an example. Again, really good receiver, but what does round two look like? Yeah, a lot. Round two and round one. These are just picks. I mean, you get close to halfway. We receiver swap here. Nope. That's crazy. Yes, like the trade difficulty in this game is nuts for it to only be very easy. Um, try like a Jonathan Taylor. Yeah, 88 overall. You should be significantly higher than that. You might be able to just get him for round two because he's only an 88. Close. Round seven next year. Yeah, make it official. Okay, I mean, it just depends on the player, guys. It's going to be, I mean, I wouldn't be able to do this, not even close for an 88 over. At least I wouldn't think so. Again, fact check that for me. But that's how you're going to be able to trade for players. And again, Jonathan Taylor's really, really good. But again, I'm in the Legends league because my last video I made for you guys was through a Legends video. And I gave up a 97 quarterback at the end of the day with the first to get a 99. So it's not really, I mean, that's kind of insane for it just to be a normal, let alone very easy. And, I went back, tried to swing a trade for Chase for not much. That was a lot, even on very easy. And then same thing really for Taylor. But, I feel like that I could dang near come up with a second and next year seventh for Taylor on normal, let alone very easy. But again, I mean, that's just the trade difficulty of how hard it is and how realistic franchise mode is nowadays. But hopefully, this video at least gave you like a some sort of starting level to work with, guys. Because I know this stuff is very realistic and hard at times. So if you are trying to look at a certain player, maybe not a 99 overall quarterback or 99 overall receiver that's young, but you're looking at it, some players, and it's impossible with your cap room scenario, or it's just too hard to trade from in general. Hopefully, those two settings did help you guys out. And again, a third tip I did mention again one last time: you can trade, or you can, if you're a commissioner online, or if you're by yourself in an offline league, you can just go on that team and swap them out as a kicker or punter. So hopefully this video did help you guys out. And again, if it did, make sure you guys are leaving a like button, hit that sub button down below. But guys, until the next tip video, I will see you guys in the next one.